today.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Cardinals offense set to take over for the first time, and they are piloted by their fifth-year quarterback, two-time Pro Bowler as well, Kyler Murray.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Going right back to Wilson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit, number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
The numbers there for Brown from a week ago. 9 catches, 122 yards.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in his first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now Murray. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It'll be a gain of 6, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Murray going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And the Cardinals are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Murray a give. This is Connor. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory?
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Prater's kick is good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. Leading them out, someone who took the league by storm last year is the most famous Mr. Irrelevant ever. From Iowa State, it's Brock Purdy.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time, and that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on it.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to the Giants last week. And they do lead here right now, and they've got the football obviously as well. 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back. Interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. McCaffrey trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now. Murray now to throw. To the sideline and incomplete. It's got
be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the...
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. On the ground, McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Murray's throw taken in by Pascal. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Murray. This will be caught by Brown. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He'll get this to Connor underneath. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. So, all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. In motion right, Debo. Although a jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Connects with Kittle underneath, and they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They'll give it up to And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Prater's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is going to have a Niners first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Murray over the middle here to Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first. Back to throw here. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the 46, here's second and a couple. Throwing now is Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. To throw is Murray. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Here's Murray. Powering his way forward. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. To throw, it's Murray. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Murray now. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Looking to throw. Murray. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Eric Armstead drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down. Now Murray's got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This is McCaffrey on the give. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Murray. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete to McBride. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Murray now on first down. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. That's good for 28 yards. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll look to throw again. One last shot at the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the victory here for San Francisco, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.